Fearless is a 1993 movie directed by Peter Weir. It stars Jeff Bridges as a man who survives a plane crash and emerges as a completely changed man. He faces quite a few existential crises, and pretty much entirely without the help of his psychologist, he helps another crash survivor, played by Rosie Perez, heal from the loss of her baby in the crash. The movie starts as Max, played by Bridges, is leading a small group of survivors to safety, away from the burning wreckage. His courage spawns more than a few admirers, but he quickly leaves the scene and contacts an old flame. He takes her on a date out to breakfast, where he makes it a point to eat strawberries, which he's supposed to be allergic to. He eats them a few times throughout the film, and this is one of the examples throughout the movie which Max ignores any sense of fear that he would normally be experiencing under some dangerous circumstance. He walks across traffic, he stands on the edge of a tall building, he crashes his car straight into a brick wall. Of these four examples, strawberries included, except for the final instance at the end of the movie, I believe Max was being rather than acting fearless. During the first three, as well as during and immediately following the actual crash of the plane, he was being fearless. And I think that during those events, he no longer saw death as something that could stand in his way of accomplishing his goals. This is different from acting fearless because you still experience the fear. You just pretend not to. During his car crash, I believe he did fear death, but that he was putting on an act for Rosie Perez's character, Carla. Her belief in the idea that he was trying to sell her that she could not have possibly held on to her baby in the crash, it was more important to him than his own life. Then again, at the very end of the movie, when he ate a strawberry for the final time, he did fear death. And that's shown in the dream/flashback of the crash, when he decided not to enter the light and embrace death, as his wife, played by Isabella Rossellini, in the conscious world successfully resuscitates him. Her quick action when she sees him eat the strawberry actually would be an example of someone moving through fear. She identified that something that could not have been occurring, and she quickly figured out how to negate as much damage as possible. This is different from negating fear itself, because she was surely still scared for Max's life. I don't think that we can actively choose to negate fear, so other than going out of your way to put yourself in life-threatening situations and coincidentally luckily surviving, there's no way to really identify the steps to take to negate fear. Max only lost his ability to experience fear because he was the victim of a tragic, traumatic event. And this loss of fear, his feeling of immortality, is part of the reason he is so attractive to Carla. Not so much in the sexual sense, though Jeff Bridges is a human piece of art. He is attractive in the same way that Jesus could be seen as attractive, because they are natural leaders. They command attention and respect with very little effort, and it's very enchanting. Ultimately, Fearless is a film which portrays the absence of fear, as well as the complete engulfing of fear, in a very accurate and interesting perspective. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to open their minds to an empathetic view of how humans react to tragedy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.